Hey everyone, happy Friday to each and every one of you. It's Marcelino Rosario, Coach Marcel, directly from New Haven, Connecticut, with another video, guys and gals. Listen, today I'm only going to talk very little, maybe 5, maybe 10 minutes tops. And the title that I put on this video is You Need to Get Out of the Cycle. Get out of the cycle. And what am I talking about? I'm going to explain to you in a minute. Let me make sure this video, everything is working, so that I can see anybody who joins the video. All right, so bear with me, gang. Just want to make sure this is working. Want to make sure this is working right now. Make sure. Almost there, almost there. Sorry. You know how technology is. Sorry about that. Let me go to my, I had it up. I don't know what happened. Sometimes these things happen, especially when you're going live. There we go. Let me make sure I could hear it. Absolutely. So yeah, I titled this video the title I put on it, you may not see it on there, but I will put it. I put it on the stream, and it is. Hey, how's it going, Pedro? Thanks for being here, buddy. It's one of our guys. He's actually from Puerto Rico, Ponce, Puerto Rico, the south side, the other side of the island, the opposite side of San Juan, on the other end. Amazing guy, amazing coach too. Let me tell you. Well, anyway, what do I mean by get out of that cycle? I'm going to explain to you in detail the best that I can, okay? Because I've done this video before, but in other platforms, and I want to talk to you guys because there's a lot of people, including me. I was one of them, so I'm talking about the experience I went through, okay? And I just want to be clear. I'm not telling anybody to leave their job. I'm not telling you to stop working. No, God forbid. I will never do that. That wouldn't be an intelligent move. Of course, you want to work on something that'll get you to be able to leave if that's what you so desire. If you don't desire that, then no, by all means, don't leave your job. No, that's not what I'm saying. So here it goes. The cycle comes Friday. Today's Friday, right? Everybody is super happy. Those who don't work weekends, okay? Let me be clear. Those who don't work weekends and work Monday through Friday and are off the 9 to 5 race or rat race, whatever you want to call it, they're super happy. Oh yeah, I'm happy. Come tomorrow, they're still happy. A lot of them, right now, I'm sure there's not a lot of people partying, but they're with the family, they're with their friends, I'm sure. And tomorrow they're still happy. Unfortunately, Sunday comes in the morning, they get up, by 3, 4 o'clock, their mind starts thinking, oh man, I got to go back to that job. So, man, I got to figure something out. I got to I got to figure out what kind of business can I get into. I really want to be my own boss. I want to be able to work for myself so I don't have to ask permission to a boss. Man, oh man. So now comes Monday, they go to the job. Not everybody does this, but the majority. They go to the job. They feel miserable because they don't like the job that they do. Some people do like their job, but they still feel miserable at the point where they gotta wake up so early to go to work and they don't want to do it. So that's one thing. That's the cycle. Then comes so they're like, man, I'm gonna find something. I'm gonna look. Let me look online. They see videos like this one, and they're like, they'll get pumped up. They'll see a video, whether it's a motivational video, decision making video, and they're like, okay, yeah, I want to do this. I want to do that. And then they're all gung ho on Monday or Tuesday night if they find something. Come Tuesday, they're a little pumped up. They're still pumped up. Come Wednesday, they're like, you know what, man? I'm not gonna leave this job. This is a good job because they're already on hump day. They only got 2 more days left. So, like I said, Friday they're super duper happy. Sunday they're starting to get unhappy. Monday they're miserable or they're very unhappy. Tuesday they're still unhappy, but at the same time, Monday and Tuesday they're still looking into something else. Come Wednesday, that's something else that was going to be their plan B. It doesn't become, that's what you wanted. Let me explain this. You want your plan B to be your plan A eventually. So if you have a plan A, which is your main job, and I'm sorry, I got out of the paragraph a little bit here. In my sense, I got out of the theme a little bit, but it's still within the theme. I don't know if I'm explaining myself correctly. I apologize if I'm not. But this is live, so there's no fixes. This is it. This is Marcelino, Coach Marcel speaking here. So this is what happens. You wanna work towards converting your plan B into plan A. What's plan A? Plan A is your regular job, your 9 to 5 or your 7 to 4, whatever it is. That's your guaranteed income every week. Amen to that. Fine. I respect that. Now, there's a lot of people that want to convert their plan B into their plan A. And why would that be smart? Why would that be smart? That would be smart because with the way things are going today, we don't know. Look at all the unemployment going on today. Thousands and thousands unemployed. They're not even receiving enough to live on. So can you imagine if you had a plan B before this pandemic that occurred, if you had a plan B and you would have had it converted to plan A, guess what? When you got laid off or anything happened, yes, you were going to be okay for a few months. But when those few months are over, which has happened, what do you do then? Imagine if your plan B was plan A, you'd be all set. You'd be okay. But because you weren't into that plan that you really were looking into, and you didn't go for it, even though it would have took you maybe 1 year, 2 years, maybe 5 years to convert that plan B into plan A. And I'm not saying to leave your job. Let's say you wanted to keep your job and still continue plan B and put it as a plan A, but still would have worked. Let's say you wanted to do that. Fine, I respect that. I'm saying it because that's what happened to me. I took plan B and I converted it into plan A. I put it into plan A. And that's why right now I don't have to ask permission to any bosses to go on vacation. I don't have to ask permission for sick days if I don't feel well or anything, or I just don't want, plain simple, don't want to get up, which I highly doubt because I get up every day early. I get up early just because I want to, not because somebody tells me I have to be somewhere at a certain time. That's just what I do. Now, that's what happens. Now, to explain the cycle, I started it with Sunday, sometime with Friday, today. Very happy. Sunday, starting to get unhappy. Monday, miserable. Tuesday, Wednesday, let me forget about that plan B to convert into plan A. I like this job. It's good. I'm all right. Thursday, they're still a little unhappy. Come Friday, I'm happy again. They're excited. They're super duper excited. Guess what? The same thing. And they do that week after week after week, month after month after month, year after year. And guess what? 20, 30, 40, 50 years later, guess what? Unfortunately, a lot of them have been in their deathbed and said, I wish I would have. There's a lot of I would have. I wish I would have did this. I wish I would have did that. I wish I would have done that. Well, your opportunity is now. So if you want to take a plan B and convert it to A, you need to check it out. You need to check it out. Whether it's us here at Team Epic Movement, you can check us out if you like. Okay, you can check us out. But that's why I'm making this video, because I went through a lot of this stuff. I was very I procrastinated a lot. I was plain lazy, because sometimes you got to look at yourself in the mirror. And I'm talking about me. I looked at myself in the mirror and I said, you know what? I don't like what you're doing. I don't like what you're doing in the sense of responsibility. Okay, I was doing good. I mean, don't get me wrong. I had a great job. I had an awesome job. I loved doing it. But the problem was most people leave their jobs because they're so limited to when they can take a vacation, when they can take time off, or management. You know, management can be pretty harsh sometimes. Management can be tough. People that manage, your bosses, they can be rough. Some people got great bosses, but some people got some pretty tough bosses. And that's what was happening to me at the end. I worked at a hospital. I worked at a hospital for 17 years. I did great. I thank God that I had that job. I mean, I went to school for medical assisting, and I also did phlebotomy. I did EKGs. You name it, I did it. The only thing I didn't do was give meds. But everything else, that to help the nurses and the doctors and everything. I did too. I drew blood, things like that. And that's what this video is about. It's about you. If you're in that cycle and this applies to you, get off that cycle. Get off that vicious cycle. It's a vicious cycle, it becomes routine. And then you don't do anything else. Because you know what? Believe it or not, the majority of people only do 40% because they don't think they have other capabilities. But guess what? When your mind starts to tell you, man, this hurts. Oh man, I feel uncomfortable. That's when you go extra, because that's where you're going to start controlling your mind. And your mind's not going to control you. Because a lot of people, and it happened to me, my mind was controlling me. And when I would feel pain, and when I say pain, I mean whether it's physical, exercising, or whether it's pain when you want to do something, you can't figure it out. You're like, oh man, I'm giving up. No, you can't give up. You got to keep going, because that's your mind trying to tell you, don't do that. You can't do that. You're not capable of doing that. Guess what? Get educated. Educate yourself. Go look around. Go ask your sponsor. Ask your one of your team members. Hey, listen, how do I do this? Can you help me out? And guess what? They'll put a little grain of salt in there, and they'll help you out, and you do the rest. But you'll be able to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it's about. Well, this video is already 11 minutes and 38 seconds. I don't want to prolong this video. I don't like making my videos too long. So I'm going to leave you with that. Get out of this vicious cycle. I'm not telling you don't go to work. Still continue doing your job. Keep going to work. Check us out at Team Epic Movement. Is right there, as you can see, right there. You see it? Check that out. It's free to look. Doesn't cost you anything to look. Just check it out. Go in there. Check out what we do, what we have to offer. And just you make an informed decision yourself. You know, and like I said, whether it's with us or with any other company or anybody else, the main thing is get yourself a plan B. And eventually you can convert it into a plan A. But again, I want to be clear. I'm not telling you leave your job. It took me at least a year and several months to leave my job. But I did it. Other people, it takes them 5 years. Other people, it takes 3 years. Other people, it takes 7 years. But isn't it better to work on something for 3 to 5 years than to have to work for that same boss that you really don't want to work for the next 30, the next 20, the next 40 years? It's better to sacrifice a little bit, 5 years, 1, 3, 5 years, and make things happen, and then be able to do whatever you want. Travel the world. As you guys can see in my fan page, you'll see I've been to a lot of places. Obviously, this year I was only able to go on one cruise, but coming next year, it's going to be a different ball game. You know, we're gonna do some other vacations and things like that. But and of course, some of the members in our team, they're already going on vacation. I believe it's next month. Our Coach Romer, actually the founder of the Team Epic Movement, the creator of Team Epic Movement, he's going on a vacation. If I'm not mistaken, he's going next month. If I'm not mistaken, don't quote me, okay? Because I could be wrong, but I'm almost positive it's next month or even this month. And Pedro, which is here with us, he's actually going on vacation sometime soon too. I'm not going to say dates or months because I can't remember, but he's got a few vacations planned as well. Pedro, thank you for being here. Anybody else who's here right now live, do me a favor, put hashtag live. And anybody who's going to be here, who's here after this is recorded, put hashtag replay. Please do that. And I'm going to appreciate that. Again, this is your boy, Marcelino Rosario, directly from New Haven, Connecticut. Remember, get out of that vicious cycle and make something happen in your life. And be able to be free eventually of a boss, if you so desire. Well, you take care. You have a good night. Well, a good afternoon, what's left of it. And take care. Till the next video. Have a good one. Signing off.